guys, PJ here on Pocket Tech. Today we are going to compare 11-inch iPad Pro 2020 versus 11-inch iPad Pro 2018. If any one of you are looking to buy an iPad Pro, these are the two best options available in the market right now. We are going to compare basically everything we can between these two iPads like performance, speakers, camera, and a bunch of other tests. Let's get started. As we see here on the screen, the both iPad Pro 2020 and iPad Pro 2018 on the front. They look identical and there is no difference in the bezels. On the top, everything is literally identical as far as the layout of the buttons and the speakers. There doesn't have any difference on the bottom compared to the ports and the speakers. They both come with 18-watt chargers with USB-C to USB-C cable, and they both doesn't have wireless charging. The weight of iPad Pro 2020 is about 1.04 pounds, which is a bit heavy when compared to the iPad Pro 2018, whose weight is 1.03 pounds. Just 0.01 pounds. Not so heavy. I don't think the metal has changed at all. I don't really feel any difference. As of now, I guess no one is experiencing bending issues with 2020 model, which is the biggest differences so far compared to 2018 iPad Pro. Now, let's see about the cameras on iPad Pro 2020 and iPad Pro 2018. We have got a bigger square bump just like the iPhone 11 Pro Max. And as you can see here, we have a brand new ultra-wide lens and a LiDar scanner, which we are going to be testing both of these cameras later on this video. The new iPad Pro is actually exactly the same thickness of 5.9mm, same as iPad Pro 2018. But the interesting point here is that the new iPad Pro actually has a slightly smaller battery. I don't think that's gonna make a much of difference for the battery life because it does have a new A12Z chip which is more efficient. So the both iPad Pro 2020 and the iPad Pro 2018 will have the same battery life. Now let's talk about Face IDs. We can even add two faces for the Face ID. The Face IDs can even scan from landscape or even any direction possible. Now let's try out the Face ID speed. Once again, they both are literally identical. As we can see here, there is no much difference in the Face IDs as expected so far. Let's check it out again and see if they are making any differences. Coming to the displays, the iPad 2018 has the best display so far until iPad 2020 came into the picture. The iPad 2020 has the best display technology available. They both come with LCD backlit display and they both have liquid retina display. Both comes with 264 ppi and 600 nits of brightness. The display brightness is also even same when compared both, even when the display brightness is maximum. If you compare the iPads to any other tablets, by so far, the iPads have the best brightness displays ever. They both look very bright. Of course, these iPads have the ProMotion technology, which means the display refreshes rate is up to 120 Hz. If you are browsing on the internet or using any app, it will support 120 frames per second. If you are watching a video which was shot at 24 frames per second, then it will dynamically goes down to 24 Hz. Now let's jump into the speaker comparison. Both has the 4 speakers which supports Dolby Atmos feature. 2 speakers on the top and 2 speakers on the bottom. The iPad Pro 2020 comes with 5 built-in microphones which are very helpful for video recording and audio recording. Now let's test the speakers. On the screen, you are seeing 2018 iPad. Now let's test 2020 iPad. my favorite test. Let's do camera test between these two iPads. They both have 12 megapixel camera as the main camera, and the iPad 2020 comes with 10 megapixel ultra wide camera and a LiDAR scanner. On the screen, you can see the picture taken from iPad 2020 and iPad 2018. Now, you can see the picture taken from the iPad 2020 with wide angle and ultra wide angle. You can see some video specifications. Take a pause and have a look. Here you can see the front-facing camera specifications. Now, let's test out the brand new LiDAR scanner present on the iPad Pro 2020. Let's test it out using any AR-compatible apps. Let's start testing by using the Avo app, which is the AR-compatible gaming app. By using this, you can guide the Avo through a beautiful world. You can even take control of Avo to make him or walk him through the world. We can even record Avo in AR mode to make your own movie. The depth sensing is really very good on iPad Pro 2020. I am not so sure how big of a deal it's gonna be for you people, especially right now. AR apps need to come out with a very good AR hardware. Looking forward for more AR apps. If you know any AR supported games, let me know in the comment section below. I am so excited to test the AR apps. Let's jump into the performance comparisons between the iPad Pro 2020 and iPad Pro 2018. The iPad Pro 2018 has the A12X chip, whereas the iPad Pro 2020 has the A12G chip. Coming to the RAM specifications, the iPad Pro 2018 has 4 gigs of RAM, whereas the iPad Pro 2020 has 6 gigs of RAM. Now let's go ahead and run some benchmarks like Antutu on the screen. You can see the results of Antutu. The scores look basically identical on the GPU. One last thing I want to perform to test the performance is by editing a video and exporting. Let's see the time difference here. Both the iPads did a really very good job. Apple has mentioned that they has improved the thermal performance on the iPad Pro 2020. This is going to help for a long time video gaming sessions. The another interesting feature is that the new iPad Pro 2020 supports Wi-Fi 6, which we don't have on the iPad Pro 2018. Let's go ahead and test the internet download speed. Even though we don't have the Wi-Fi 6 router, let's go ahead and see if we can get more reliable connection. Testing the Wi-Fi speed using some random speed test. You can see the results on the screen. The Wi-Fi 6 has the mind-blowing speed. Wonderful. I like it. Let's conclude it. Are you confused which one to be considered between these two iPads? Don't worry. Take a pass and have a look at the chart. If you ask me, I would answer like, if you already have an iPad Pro 2018, hold on for a few more months for 5G version. And if you don't have any iPad and if you are looking for a new iPad Pro, then go for iPad Pro 2020. Hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to Pocket Tech and hit the bell icon to get the notifications. Stay home, stay safe.